Show. Sailing through the morning light, catching waves with voices bright. Set your course for tales untold, entertainment pure and bold. Come aboard this journey new, stories fresh calling out to you. Saturdays are time to shine, positively Pat's lifeline. Positively Pat Sim Show, every tale a treasure trove. Tune in now and set your sails, laughs and chats and wondrous tales. We ride the waves of joy and cheer. Every week we're standing here. Everyone keeps spirits high, morning sun in every eye. From epic quest to daily news, listen up, there's much to choose. Every word a gem we share. Saturday we conquer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sims Nation, welcome to the Positively Pat Sims Show right here on WANT and live streaming on YouTube. We are very happy to be here with you this morning, as tonight on ESPN or Netflix internationally is one of my favorite Thanksgiving traditions, the Survivor Series. And my love for Survivor Series goes way back to when it first began in the 80s. And one of my favorite pay-per-views, when we're using an older term here, of all time was the 1990 iteration of Survivor Series, which featured not only one of the greatest moments in the debut of The Undertaker, but also featured the debut of one of the worst characters, the Gobbledygooker. So, but it was a lot of fun. That show was so much fun. The Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan standing tall as your sole survivors in the final match of survival, the first and only time that ever happened. But I miss those old traditional Survivor Series matches. Survivor Series is now more of a War Games pay-per-view, or PLE as we call it. But guys, we have a great show planned for you here today because we are previewing and predicting the 2025 iteration of the Survivor Series. That means we're going to preview for you all 4 matches. That's right. There's only 4 on this event, which means that all 4 matches should get a pretty good amount of time on the show. And also, there probably are going to be some surprises and things that none of us are expecting. So that should be a whole lot of fun. Let me introduce to you guys my partners in crime this morning. We're short a couple of people, but that's okay. That's all right.
I'm tall. I'm not short. I don't know.
Yeah, you're all right. But folks, let me introduce to you.
You're short.
Well, shorter than you. But let's bring up my co-host for today. There he is right there, the one and only Seth Sims. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning.
How are you feeling this morning?
Caffeinated.
There you go. It's a good way to feel. And then, of course, on our Zoom call this morning, we've got a WANT legend. It is the one and only Benny Scala. Good morning, sir. Oh, you're muted. Why does this always happen to me? I always forget to ask people to unmute. Now we're okay.
Oh, there I am. Can you hear me now?
I can. Good morning again.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
How are we feeling this morning?
Fantastic. I am also very highly caffeinated. Here we go.
All right. I can't read that.
They chanted something.
Marul.
Malaysia.
Malaysia
Johor Undisputed Championship.
WWE Rhea Ripley. I think a lot of us here are Rhea Ripley fans.
I think so, but I'm trying to scroll. That's not a good idea.
You're what?
I was trying to scroll on the computer.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not a touch screen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
helps.
know. I was just, I don't know.
All right, guys. Hey, before we get rolling with this preview show, I got a cool little thing I want to show you guys right off the bat, just real quick here, because we are the Positively Pat Sims Show, and this is the holiday season. What would it be without, let me change the screen here, without one of these bad boys, the Positively Pat Sims ceramic ornament.
It has a little star on it. It has other ornaments inside of it.
Yeah, that's right. It is beautiful.
It's the ornament.
And here's where you
Perfect
can
for your
go
ornaments.
to get it. Just head over to positivelypatsims.printful.me, and you can find all of our ceramic ornaments, and they come in 4 different shapes. You got the circle, which I like for this one. You also got a heart, because, of course, you love us. You got the snowflake, because, of course, it's wintertime, and if you live in Southern California, you probably don't see much of them, so you might want to grab them while you can. And then we've got the star, of course, representing how big of a star Positively Pat Sims is. Oh, it's Christmas.
Not that big of a star.
Oh, thank you. Thank you much.
It's only about this big.
You're so kind. Thank you. All right, guys, but we are. Yeah, Seth's on fire this morning.
With our 6 viewers.
Hey, 7.
It says 6 from my point of view.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Don't, if the numbers.
John Cena's in there too. You just can't see him.
Yeah. If you see numbers in single digits, just keep it to yourself.
Another spell has been casted.
What is wrong with you?
He said it twice now.
Yeah, we don't know what that means, sir.
Maru, Malaysia, Johor, Undisputed Championship, John Cena.
So
This is his way. Oh, he's trying to summon.
No, stop it.
No,
we would
Universal. He's trying to summon.
Well,
Universal.
can't you look? You can look it up to translate it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. But we just don't. I'm sorry, sir. We just don't know what that means.
I have the computer.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So Survivor Series is coming to you live tonight, as we said, via ESPN for those in the States. And for those of you internationally, you can be watching it via Netflix. So pick your poison there. But this week was interesting before we jump into this, because there's only 4 matches to preview and predict here. But before we jump into that, I want to address something that was kind of funny that happened this week. So my son and I, we were sitting there, and my son does the 6-7 thing, you know, and which I don't get. I've never understood. And then he goes, "Oh, and then there's 8-9," and I'm like, "What the heck? What is 8-9?" And he's, "Oh, somebody did 8-9, so 8-9's it's catching on 8-9." I'm like, "Okay, whatever that means." And I said, "Well, what about all the other numbers, you know?" And I think I came up with where he does 8-9, and then you just flip your hands up and you go, "Oh, 10." Just go straight to 10, because there you got all 10 fingers. And I'm like, "Well, what about 0 through 5? What happened to 0 through 5?" So I came up with the 0 through 10 meme, and and my son thought it was funny. So I said, "Okay, Owen, I'll record you doing it. We'll post it. It'll go viral, and it'll be a big hit." And he wouldn't do it. So I said, "Fine, I'll do it." And this was the end result. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. That was it. That was it right there. 10. All right. And okay, so we posted this, and it did all right. It did okay. And then the next thing that I knew, I was getting some decent comments, and one of them, the guy was not happy with me.
Oh yeah.
Posting this. And so I wanted to just I just wanted to throw the story in there because we have time. And I was just like, this is insane. Like, this guy took this almost like he took this personal.
Yeah.
The fact that I did this.
It was a target against him that we took a joke that's been going popular and decided to make it our own.
Yeah, and the funniest part is every time I responded, I just got more and more sarcastic.
Yeah.
With him. So like the first
time. Well, we
time,
thought he was sarcastic.
I did too. At first I thought, because he's like, "Oh, it's over, guys." Right? And I'm like, so I replied, like, "It's only just begun. Mwahaha." If you start your laughing.
If you say mwahaha, there's no way you actually mean it.
Right. Mwahaha. Nobody's being serious when they say mwahaha. So he comes back and he's even more aggressive about it. And so I give him, and he's like, "Just stop. So I give him this long, drawn-out comment.
Yes.
That is just pure sarcasm from beginning to end. And 100%. I'm like, we listen to our fans here on the Positively Pat Sim show, and
we're gonna have to ignore this one.
And so he responds again, and he's just going off and off, and I'm just like, okay, like, I can do this all day.
Yeah.
So I quote Captain America.
Yeah. And then I found out I can make videos based on the comments people make in his videos. So I took his comment, made a video. Then I showed him how to do it. Then I made a video of his video of him videoing a comment. Long process.
Right. One of our guests is asking me to do something. So, Benny, while I'm working on that, Benny, give me your thoughts on the Survivor Series build in general and what you've thought of it thus far.
Really not much. I mean, the women's match, the title match with Stephanie Becker and Nikki Bella really has little to no build. You know, the IC match with Cena and Dominic, same thing. And you know, it's the traditional. I think it's one of those things where you don't really need a build per se. I think it's more just the fact that it's like watching the Detroit Lions play football. I mean, they've been playing on Thanksgiving at home every year since 1934, I believe, and the Cowboys since 1966. It's just one of those things you know you're going to watch it anyway. So I don't doubt that it's going to be a very good show, though.
Yeah. No, and that's kind of funny. We were watching the Detroit Green Bay game on Thursday, and somebody said, like, what's happening in the Green Bay game? And I went, you mean the Detroit Lions game? Right. I want to say hello to our newest guest here on the program. She's been a part of the show before. She's also been on our Warriors Unleashed show.
I've been released.
Which changed time slots so that we could reach more people, and it's yet to pay off. Just to be honest.
No, I think it's paid off.
We moved 2 hours earlier to 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So we're still trying to get there.
Wrestle Series says hi.
Hi, Wrestle Series. Welcome to the Positively Pat Sim Show. But let me welcome my friend Jennifer Thomas. Welcome to the show, Jennifer.
Good morning, guys.
Are you excited? This is your first wrestling show.
I am. So every NFL game I've picked so far has been a flop. So let's see how this goes.
Hey,
because I actually know the NFL.
I'm gonna be honest,
there you go.
I'm gonna be honest. Every time you invite someone on the show, I have to hold in this urge to not reply. Hey, I don't know why.
Seth Sims, ladies and gentlemen. Seth
yeah,
Sims.
It's me.
All right, guys. Let's jump into the PLE as they call it now. I miss the days when we say pay-per-view. I miss that. Like, now it's premium live event. It just doesn't have the same kick to it. Right? Like,
PLE sounds good though.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's I think it's because I grew up like Mike Tyson and all the they were pay-per-views.
Always.
Right. And now it's PLE.
You got to read the match.
And then you have to explain what that means to people.
I didn't know what it means, but it sounded cool enough for me not to have to ask, so.
All right, well, let's get things started here. Yes, what's up, Jennifer?
I didn't even know it changed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's funny because I think AEW still does pay-per-views. Yeah. I don't think WWE does it all anymore, but now you watch all of them on, like I said, ESPN here in the US or Netflix internationally. It used to be Peacock.
Yeah.
But now the ESPN one, which is it gave us an excuse to get the Disney Plus ESPN bundle, which has been nice thus far. Sure. Jennifer, I got to say, your camera is really nice. What are you? Oh. Is that just your camera from your computer, or is that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a Logitech something or other.
Oh. Yeah, Seth's using our Brio. It sounds
I guess it's the perks of being married to an IT guy.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth.
I mean, not the only perk. I love the guy.
Yeah. The whole reason I married him. Well, you see, I use my phone. So my iPhone 17 is my camera. Seth uses our Logitech Brio, which I always think sounds like cheese.
What?
Brio.
Oh.
Sounds like cheese. Looking forward to War Games, absolutely.
Yeah. He said what up earlier.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Ben G. Who's going to win Women's War Games? Team AJ Lee or Team Becky Lynch? Well, we're not there yet. We're going to save those War Games matches.
We still have an hour and 40 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, we have all the time it felt like we wasted. We only wasted 20 minutes.
I know. And we're so good at wasting time usually.
Well, we always are.
That's why I said usually.
Because next thing we know, it'll be 9 o'clock and it's time to go.
We haven't even talked about a single match.
That's always how it is. Like
Yeah.
we'll get down. It'll be 8:45, and it's like, oh crap, we only covered one match. All right, well let's jump into this, shall we?
Man, we've casted 4 spells today.
Yes, we have. All right, we're gonna actually start things off with the Women's World Title: Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella. And to say that I'm excited for this would be an absolute lie. I'm excited to see Stephanie Vaquer. I think Stephanie Vaquer has been great since coming up to the main roster. I like her. I like her in-ring ability. And then there's Nikki Bella. And Nikki does nothing for me. I don't care if it's as a heel or as a babyface. I don't know. I just, this feels like filler to me. Like, what does facing Nikki Bella do for Stephanie? What does Stephanie, like, how much can she elevate Nikki? I don't know. Let's get your guys' thought. Benny, let's start with you. Give me your thoughts. Just preview this matchup. No predictions yet, but tell me your thoughts. Where you stand with this one?
Well, the first thing I did when I heard about this, I invoked my inner Nancy Kerrigan. Why? Why? I mean, you're talking about somebody. I believe Nikki Bella has one singles victory since 2018. So what's the point, really? You have a part-timer. What did she do to deserve any kind of title match?
Yeah, no, exactly. And not only that, but it's like there's times when you kind of get from a business sense when you got someone challenging because they move the needle, right? Like you can give Goldberg in his last match a world title match against Gunther because that will move the needle. It'll get people to watch. Doesn't mean you're going to get a great match out of it, but
yeah,
people will watch because it's Goldberg's last match. And so Ben G says, I'm not a Nikki Bella fan, but she's a mainstream star. Is she? What, like, I would like to know, like, what makes her a mainstream star? Jennifer.
It's because she has the backwards hat
Jennifer,
on.
You're in the mainstream. You would know mainstream more than
I didn't even know it was PLE. What do you mean?
Well, no, what I mean is like if I were to give you the name of someone who's a mainstream star, meaning outside the WWE bubble, you would know that person probably more than a WWE star. So if I said Nikki Bella, do you know who that is?
Not a clue.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't really know if Nikki's really much of a mainstream star.
Okay. Apparently she's from like reality TV.
That means nothing to me.
That's why I don't know her.
Right. Well, she has a podcast.
Yeah,
which if that makes you a star.
True. Yeah, Bang.
I mean,
right here, baby.
Bang said his wife and gay roommate know from reality TV.
Wait, what?
You can read it. My wife and gay roommate know her from reality TV.
Oh, this is what somebody in the chat said.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were reading this as
No.
why Nikki is famous.
No, that's why I said Bang said.
And
his
I'm like,
wife
wait,
and
why does
gay
she have a
roommate
wife
know
and
her
gay
from
roommate?
Reality TV.
She's over with the
Oh.
gays. That is what.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh! I thought you were just saying that, and I realized you were reading.
I'm
it.
reading. Yeah.
Oh my
The
goodness!
chat's getting us in trouble this morning. So Benny, don't worry about your joke when it's time, because
yeah.
because apparently we're off the rails already. Nikki's heel turn is going to be. Nikki heel turn going to be more awesome if there is involvement of Brie Bella.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, Wrestle Series. We try to get to all comments.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're not gonna cancel you.
Well, we're not
worry.
canceling you, Benji. There's no way in heck we're gonna cancel you at this point.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
too
if
funny.
you just go watch like our fake news, we've done a lot worse.
We don't cancel people.
I've made him do a lot worse.
We actively try to get each other canceled.
We do. It's our goal in life.
All right.
See who gets canceled first, and it's not working.
So Seth, what do you think about this one?
I think it looks like an actual wrestler is trying to is going up against like some random streamer.
I mean,
That's what this feels like. Just
Like,
the backwards hat is making it so much worse too.
I mean, how weird is it? I have more. Now this is gonna get me canceled. I have more respect for Logan Paul in WWE than Nikki Bella.
That would make I'd agree with that one.
And I think
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I know how hard Logan Paul is working. My mom also knows who she is. My mom, a non-gay man. Wow.
I think
We're on fire.
I think that would be like a given that a mom is not a non-gay man, unless there's like gay relationships where someone does choose to be a mom. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I'm not gay.
Well, my wife doesn't know who Nikki Bella is, so I think that might be doing away with.
Yeah,
the
my
mainstream
mom,
one.
also a non-gay
Okay.
man, does not know who Nikki Bella is.
Oh my gosh! All right, so Jennifer, do you have any thoughts on this one before we give our predictions?
No.
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 You know, not based on all the comments you're hearing. You have not. You have not.
I am not a gay man mom.
A gay man mom.
Gay mom man, or
a mom,
I'm a
a
mom.
mom that is not a gay
and
man.
I know who Logan Paul is.
You do know who Logan Paul? Yeah.
I think everyone knows who Logan
Yeah, now
Paul
that's
is.
mainstream.
Yeah,
That's what I call mainstream. But
I have something to say about Logan Paul in the next one, but
he's not as popular with the LGBTQ population.
when we get to that match, I have something to say about
All right.
it.
Suppose if Nikki.
But I knew him when he was a podcast or a YouTuber. What he was a YouTuber, not
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
podcaster.
And
I knew him from that too.
And he still is.
Because I have kids, right?
Yeah.
So I knew him from that. Him and his brother.
And he still does it too.
Yeah.
He still does. It's like
He just doesn't do the crazy stuff that he used to that got him canceled every like 24 hours.
Oh, you mean like going to the Japanese forest where everyone
yeah,
offs themselves?
unalives. They call it on YouTube and TikTok. They call it unalives.
What's wrong with off?
I don't know.
It's like flipping a switch.
I feel like off sounds better than unalive, but apparently that's more
Unalive sounds
PG
stupid.
than it is.
All right, like her.
It does.
Let's see. Suppose if Nikki became women's world champ, the entire scenario of women's roster will change.
What are you reading?
The comment. My wife ran into Logan Paul and she didn't know who he was. Imagine my disappointment.
Oh wait, there's more comments. Oh, mine wasn't auto scrolling. That's weird.
Yeah. My wife's not a fan of Logan Paul at all. That's all caps. So I have to say it like that. But at least I know who he is. Yep. All right, let's give our predictions for this one because I think we need to get
I think there's an obvious
that train
obvious winner
here.
in this match.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, stranger things can happen. We have
had
someone in
John
the
Cena
chat.
take out Brock Lesnar yesterday. That is the strange thing.
No interrupting.
Fine.
I'll start to you know your father doesn't appreciate interrupting all the time. So
yeah, sometimes.
Just to reiterate some things before you make your predictions, let's not forget there is always the chance that Brie makes an appearance, that Brie might get involved. I don't know. Her husband works for AEW, so maybe she won't. Maybe she's just not interested. But like I said, stranger things have happened. I'll go first. I am saying Stephanie walks away with this one. Stephanie Vaquer retains the World Heavyweight title, or the Women's World title, however you want to call it. I don't think women are the heavyweights, so I don't think it's that. I don't think that's what it's called. But I just think it's Stephanie deserves a good run with the title, and if anyone's going to take it off of her, I don't think Nikki Bella is the one to do it. I think it needs to be somebody who can be a dominant heel that the baby faces can chase, because we all know in wrestling that's where the money is. It's in the chase. So, but I think Stephanie is going to walk away as champ on this one. And let's get to Benny. Give us your thoughts. What's your prediction on this matchup?
Well, I first want to say that this match has all the intrigue of a playing hacky sack with Stephen Hawking, or going to going to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and the only choice is shredded wheat. To me, it's a no-brainer. There's no way that anything happens but Stephanie Becker retains. I do think there will be some shenanigans by Bree Mode, and that will be my cue to go to the commode. But yeah, this is Stephanie all the way.
All right, I like that word
not
shenanigans.
Yeah,
I've always
it's not
liked the
even
word.
bread at the buffet. It's shredded wheat. It hasn't
Yeah,
even made it to bread.
Yeah, we changed it to shred. All right, Jennifer, our resident WWE expert, as Maria Pekaler is not with us today. So, Jennifer, in your expert opinion, who's walking away as the women's world champ? Or maybe we have a disqualification, shenanigans. Jennifer, your thoughts?
Yes, I am going to bring all my expertise now.
Yes.
So, Stephanie Becker shares a birthday with my son and my niece. And all great people are born on that day. So she's taking it.
I'll take that.
There's a sort of aura around that date.
Yeah, there's no way. What is her birthday, by the way?
March 29th.
Now we know two of her family members' birthdays.
Okay, now we just use all this information to find out her IP address.
Oh my gosh.
And my list of fears, maybe too. You want that?
Her list. Wait, what just happened? My brain exploded when that happened because I literally went, "Wait, what show are we doing?"
We're doing the honest review. This match has already happened.
Seth,
I'm going with Stephanie Becker.
Becker.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm just reading it.
It's one E.
I don't know how many times I have to hear it just to say. Wait, what is it
so
again?
You're going with Stephanie Becker.
Becker. Okay.
All right.
Becker.
Yes, Benji just said canceled.
I've said it so many times at this point. I should be canceled.
Yes.
I've heard it. I've heard her name.
You know what? I have this magic thing I can do over here. Seth, you know what it is?
Mute me.
Yeah. Silence. Isn't that nice? All right.
I'm not next to him like I used to, so I used to mute him and then turn on all the effects.
Oh, Seth is Mr. I can touch whatever I want during the show guy.
I used to be right next to him, so I just reach over like this and just press all the little buttons and stuff.
Especially this button.
Oh, yeah. I loved that button, making him echo.
All right, guys. My prediction, I already said, is Stephanie Becker. So we've got all four Stephanie Becker. So what is my wife laughing at now? Yeah, I was
all four.
I couldn't think of a better way to say it. All four are all for Stephanie Becker. All right, let's go into the chat here. I think Nikki represents the Divas era versus the post-women's revolution. Yes, and that's one of the problems I have. Like, I keep trying to forget about that era. That was the era where, I mean, it was bad. And, like, when Michael Cole would interrupt the match and then basically tell everyone, like, you didn't want to see this anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, it's terrible. Stephanie's going to hit the Devil's Kiss. That's enough intrigue for me. And then, of course, talking about canceling Seth.
Yep.
So, all right, guys, let's move on to the next matchup. And this time we're going to stay with the ladies.
Ooh, okay.
And we're going to head into the Women's War Games match. And as you can see on your screen here, these are your heels. Seth, do you have the matches pulled up?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I want you to tell me who the women are on the heel side of things. Well, of course, we have Becky Lynch, if that helps you understand which team I'm talking about.
I already knew which team you're talking about because it has them listed for me.
So who we got in this matchup?
Becky Lynch, Asuka, Carrie. Okay, I wasn't sure. Asuka. Kairi Sane.
Kyrie.
I was close. There's an A in there. It should be Carrie. Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend.
Yes. Lash Legend coming up from NXT. We've got I think what we need in this matchup is Nia Jax coming off the top of the cage. Because that's a lot of woman to take to the air, and that would be cool. Because we've seen Rikishi do stuff like that. I want to see, not to say that she's anywhere near Rikishi, but man.
This just looks like a team of school bullies.
Grandmaster Solace, welcome to the program. No interest in Bella Becker match. And yeah, but we got to cover it because we're good broadcast journalists.
No, we're not.
Especially Jennifer. Jennifer is our key.
Oh man, you told me I was gonna bring up our viewers because it was in double digits.
It was.
It was.
And now you're bringing it up when it's not. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was gonna
appreciate that.
Hey, I didn't say how many. It could be one.
I don't like you today. All right.
Well, it's not one, so.
All right, so the women's. Now let's take a look at the other side. Let's take a look at the baby faces. Seth, who we got on the babyface side of these women's Survivor Series match?
AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley.
Bliss.
Yeah, I said that. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
All right.
All right.
So
and these look like the group of people who get bullied. That's what this looks like.
Like the people who get bullied?
Yeah, there's the group of people that look like bullies versus the people who look like they get bullied.
I don't know. Like, if you look on the... So if you...
Aside from Charlotte Flair, I think.
If you look on...
Seth, I look like
YouTube.
the person who gets bullied compared to these women.
If I may add, and just my opinion, that match should not be on the show. And then we're back to Manul Malaysia, John, Undisputed Championship Survivor Series War Games Team Match, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, AJ Lee. Thank you.
Is Grandmaster talking about this match or the previous match?
I think he's still talking about Stephanie Vicaire versus...
I'm guessing so.
Nikki. All right, guys. So this one here, I'd have to say, if you look at the... If you're on YouTube and you see the image here, I would say that none of them really look like they
Wait,
get...
Mom, that doesn't make sense. That's not what I said.
I think maybe the person on the left, if anyone's going to get bullied, like Io Sky, maybe. But, like, Charlotte and Alexa look like the mean girls.
That's also true.
Rhea Ripley looks like a biker. And, I don't know, AJ Lee, who played the crazy girl for a while. I mean, I don't know. I really don't see any of them being
She looks
bullied.
like the person who got a bunch of piercings too early when her mom told her no.
What?
The kid who got a bunch of
Did
piercings.
you come up with that?
No.
Oh, who said that?
I don't know.
So you came up with it?
No. I mean, what she looks like, I came up with that. But, like, the type of person,
I'm
no.
going to kick him off the show.
I'm confused what you're asking. Did I come up with the comparison?
He's not even entertaining me anymore.
I'm
He's
confused.
just... Okay.
I'm confused.
Bring it down. Bring it down 2 clicks.
I'm confused.
Just do me a favor. Bring it down 2 clicks.
I'm confused.
Say yes or no. Bring it down 2 clicks.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm
Please. Okay. Here we go. He had 2 really good shows in a row. So I feel like he didn't want to make a streak out of it.
I'm trying here.
Well, what are you trying to do?
You said she looks like a biker.
Yeah.
I just said she looks like looks like
No,
a person
I
who
get
got her
that.
piercings
I get
too
that. We're about to have an argument on the air here. You said this is what she looks like. I said, did you come up with that? You said
I'm confused.
no.
I don't know if you're asking me about the comparison or the type of person.
Oh my!
That's
All
what I
right,
kept-
Benny, save me, please. Benny, tell me your thoughts on the build and what we can expect from this women's war game match. No actual prediction yet, but just the preview this match for
actually,
us.
of all the matches, I like the build on this one the most because you got Kabuki Warriors beat Alexa and Charlotte for the tag team title with the assistance of Lash and Nia. So you got that. Of course, AJ cost Becky the Intercontinental Championship with her interference. So there is some vendettas here to be settled. I like it. And as a numbers guy, when I saw that picture, the first thing I thought of is maybe somebody in the chat room can answer it. How many world championships between the 5 women on the babyface team?
Sorry about that, Benny. All right, guys. So let me get back to everyone here. All right. Yeah, the only thing about this matchup was the Becky Lynch being added in. I mean, I didn't get to watch SmackDown, and I actually didn't get to watch Raw this week, which is crazy. But we've been very busy this week doing a lot of things. But the Alexa Bliss joining the team, like I kept trying to figure out why AJ and Becky were here. But I'm guessing that this is just a build in the story here, because I imagine AJ and Becky are going to have a one-on-one, and this might help that happen, help us get there. But yeah, I agree with Benny though, whereas I think that this match of all of them has actually had the better build, and including the men's one. I think the men's one's going to close the show, but I think the women's one, from a storyline perspective, earned that main event spot, and I think they should close out the show. And I would be very happy if they did. The only issue that I have with this match and the storytelling is Charlotte. I thought that Charlotte rejoining this team should have been a slow burn. The problem that we have is that they said that Charlotte wasn't going to be a part of the team just 3 weeks out. So it's hard to have that slow burn that you need to build the tension of, will she or won't she rejoin her teammate Alexa Bliss in this War Games match. And so the 1 week Charlotte's out, and then the very next week she's back in. And it didn't give any of us time to really sit back and go, oh man, like, what are they going to do? Who's going to fill in for Charlotte? All those questions. It was just boom, immediate. Alexa gets attacked. Charlotte runs down with the kendo stick. She's back in the match. So I think at least if they'd held off 1 more week, maybe Charlotte saves Alexa, but then immediately gets out of the ring and walks away, leaving Rhea Ripley and Io. Everyone's still questioning what's going to happen in this War Games matchup. And then either on Raw or SmackDown this week, Charlotte chooses to rejoin the team. And I almost guarantee if you make that a slow burn and you draw that out a little bit, the crowd would go crazy. The crowd would pop big the moment that Charlotte decides to join in after saying no, 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 no. That's just my 2 cents. Seth, what are your thoughts on the women's War Game matchup?
I'm not a women's matchup person, so I'd probably, if I were to choose anybody.
We're not choosing.
Oh,
yet.
my bad.
We're just previewing.
Okay.
So you have no preview.
Okay. Yeah, no preview. No preview.
No preview from Seth. All right. Jennifer, what do you think? You're our resident expert here. What are your thoughts leading into the women's War Games matchup? Jennifer, do you even know what War Games match is?
No.
Well,
and I think it's something my husband would probably enjoy watching, but no.
So War Games, for those of you that don't know, is 2 rings side by side, not just the one. We got 2 rings and a cage that surrounds both rings. And you start off with 1 competitor from each team. And after a certain amount of time, another person comes in, and there's a lot of fighting going on. And then once everyone's in the ring, War Games officially starts, and the first team to get a pinfall, I believe, or submission, wins the match. And Sega Matt Johor, I need to know what this is that you're saying here.
Maybe he's saying his full name.
I don't know. It's just I am just really curious what it is, what Marul Malaysia, what that all means.
You didn't say the last part, so
the Johor Undisputed Championship Survivor Series War Games team match women. Heels win to continue future storylines is what we're getting from the chat here. The buildup of the women's match was weak. Oh, so Grandmaster Solace disagrees.
I mean, he's the Grandmaster. We have to go with him.
But Jennifer, what do you think? Do you think this was a strong build for this match or no? Are you with us or the chat?
You guys have built this up very strongly.
Right. Right. I think Benny and I make a compelling argument. But I did get both sides of the coin, though. I did say that I felt the Charlotte part was not well done. I just thought it was too quick, too fast. You know, it's kind of like if in a movie, you're watching a movie and at the beginning of the film, the guy goes, "No, I don't want to have anything to do with that." And then 10 seconds later, he turns around and goes, "Never mind, I'm in." Like, it's just, there's no intrigue there. It's not, you want that to develop and flow and go, you know. So let's get back to the chat here. Her off the cage spot has become her Kofi in the Rumble moment. Oh, they talk about Io Sky, who continues to be in every War Games match ever. And I agree that was rushed and inconsequential. And is Rhea a known snake? I didn't understand that allegation. Well, I think basically in that moment, that was just Charlotte reliving their feud back when Seth and I went to WrestleMania 39 a few years ago, and we were sporting our DDPY apparel, and I had my DDPY championship belt with me when we went to WrestleMania. That was pretty cool. But I think that was just Charlotte coming up with excuses not to join Rhea. I mean, at the time, Rhea was with Judgment Day and Dominic Mysterio. So, yeah, the Rhea at that time was completely different than the Rhea we see here, who's all buddy-buddy with Io Sky. After all participants in the match beyond begins. Oh, heels win to continue. After all participants in the match beyond begins. WWE didn't put Alexa Bliss in the WrestleMania 42 women's promo video. Oh, they didn't. I haven't seen that yet.
I don't see any of them.
I have not seen that. Let me see if I can find that real quick, because I was interested in that. So
apparently Grandmaster says more of them are missing as well. So how many people aren't in there? That's the real question.
Well, we're going to find out. Okay, so the image I see here is Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. Who the heck? I think that's Io Sky, but they did a weird job and Jade Cargill. Yes, it's Io Sky and Jade Cargill. All right, here's what we're going to do.
Okay, so that's 6 people out of the 10. So they're missing 4.
All right. Well, I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to get over to right here. So you can see it right there. And what I'm going to do real quick is do this, and then let's take a look at it, shall we?
What is this?
It's an ad.
Oh. See, my thing's delayed, so if you're all wondering why, I should download Clash Royale.
Oh, should I? All right. So, as I show off the another promo spot for my ornaments.
Yep, snuck in there.
Yeah. So there it is. So here's the $1 million question. All right. I thought, first of all, let me just say, I thought the women they picked were good. I thought
yes.
that was a strong roster there. And I thought that was a good promo.
Yeah.
That was a very good promo. So here's the $1 million question. Benny, I'm going to go to you. Was that video a response to all of the people that complained that only the men were involved in the first promo, or did they always have this in mind? What do you think?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to answer, but I mean, I did enjoy that. That was
Yeah.
very well put together. It really was.
I mean, and that's the thing. You really could see it either way. You could see it because like if it were me, I would have had to have had that started that thing before the men's one was even released because it would take me a lot longer.
That's what I was
put
thinking.
It together.
Like it depends. Like my answer to that question would depend on how long between the first ad and that ad would have been made. That's
right.
That's like the only thing.
Yeah. See, for me, like I think WWE can get it done in a day.
Possibly.
Right. It's just getting all the girls wherever they got them to shoot it.
Yeah.
Right. But WWE could get that done very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that they didn't do it in reaction to people complaining.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to think they always had that in mind. But that's the optimist in me.
Yeah. I feel like though I was listening since my thing's off, it was hard to watch and listen at the same time. Listening, I feel like the narrator almost sounded like the guy from Lego Masters.
Oh yeah. Well, it's Triple H. But yes, I know what you mean. The guy that plays Batman.
The Lego Batman guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, let's get in the chat, and then we're going to give our predictions for this matchup. Let's see. So Grandmaster Solace says there are many missing, which obviously, and I agree with Ben G here. You can't put the whole roster on there, and the women they picked were good. Mm-hmm. They were strong. Rhea, Io, Charlotte, Becky. Mm-hmm. I mean, and Jade, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
with those. I mean, yeah, I think it's always kind of weird when you don't have both of your champs in there. Like, I think Stephanie would have been a good addition, but maybe that's a little bit of we don't want to give away. Like, maybe they think by putting Stephanie in there, it's kind of giving away the outcome for tonight's match. I don't know.
Possibly. But I think technically you could fit them all in there, but the concept, like, the kind of story the ad makes, definitely, like, you have a limited amount of people. Yeah. I think there's certain ways they could get all of them in there, just they wouldn't work as well. So they went with an option that was more suited for less people.
Grandmaster thinks that already we're both done. He says, obviously, already done for both. Both of them done on the same day. I mean, I can't say obviously. Like I said, when you have a production team like WWE, I think anything's possible. But
it could have been had it.
I'm just throwing out conspiracy theories because that's what a good broadcast journalist does.
It could have technically been they had it planned just in case people did decide to complain.
But here's the thing.
But that's kind of
weird. It doesn't matter what you do.
True.
Everyone complains.
You can't please the world.
No, everybody throws a fit about something. All right.
Yeah.
You can't accuse Triple H of not featuring the women prominently. You could argue nobody has done more for women's wrestling. I think you're confused. It's not the 10 women of Survivor Series. Benny and Seth. Oh, that's Wushu.
Wushu Wendy.
Wow, Wushu's tag is long.
I know.
Wushu Wendy Weight Loss Warrior.
No, that says Wario.
Oh yeah, Wario 6952.
That might be a typo, but unless it was like too long. But I mean, we know it's supposed to.
But
say
Wushu Wendy, you need to also say hello. Say hello, Jennifer.
Hey, woo!
So there you go. So
hey, girl.
So Wushu, there's 3 people here you really like, and me.
So, and of course,
she didn't say hi, Pat.
Yeah. And then of course there's her favorite on the show as well. Me.
Right.
I'm the favorite. I'm everybody's favorite.
All right, guys, let's get to our predictions here for the women's War Games match. Seth, I'm going to start with you. Who do you think? Are you going to give it to the babyface team, or are you giving it to the Mean Girls?
I'm giving it to the heels.
Seth is giving it to Team Becky Lynch over here. Jennifer, our resident WWE expert.
All right, I got cards.
Oh.
And if it's red, it's the heels. If it's black, it's the good guys. All right.
Well, but you can see the cards.
No, but you're gonna tell me when to stop.
Oh. And stop. I felt like that stop was.
Bam.
Wait, what's black?
The good guys.
Oh, the baby faces take it.
Babyface
I thought
for
it
the
was.
win.
I thought she had like the whole set of one. That way they were all like.
That would be
the same.
funny if. Yeah, I
would
want
be
to
funny.
see that they were all different
I
colors.
do,
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, that
Or like-
they were all
They
black.
were all red. There was one black out of all of them, and you managed to pick it.
That would be amazing.
That
no,
sounds-
but I did wonder what was going to happen if I stopped on a Joker.
Jokers still have colors.
Yeah,
There's
Black
a red.
and
There's
red.
a red Joker and a black one.
yeah.
I was
Uh,
wondering if you like pulled out the numbers and had like 2 face cards in there, and we're gonna be like, okay, face cards is the winning for babyface.
Wushu likes Wushu Wendy likes Jennifer's methods. Grandmaster
They're
Solace.
grounded in a lot of science. It's a lot of science and data analysis that goes into
Well,
that
that's what
method.
makes you our resident expert.
Right.
Grandmaster Solace has a question for me. For me, people, before we get to our other predictions here. Who pins who to win women's war games?
Kairi Sane pins Alexa Bliss.
So I think if the heels win, I think this has to be Becky pinning AJ. That's just my thought. I think it's got to be Becky pinning AJ, which is not going to be popular. But if the heels are winning, that I think is your best way of keeping probably a strong feud going. Because right now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like Benny, I think you might have seen this. Becky is doing some of her best character work since losing the title. Right? 2 weeks ago on Raw, she lost the title thanks to AJ Lee, and she has gone scorched earth on social media. She is essentially taking a page out of the Donald Trump playbook. And I'm not kidding. This is not a knock on Trump or this is not us getting political. This is hold on. George is messaging me because he slept late. So
Good morning, George.
I'm telling him he can jump in.
Enter text on your Apple Watch using your iOS keyboard.
I already did. So here's the deal. Like, she basically is going out there saying that it's all rigged. Everything's against her. They're all after her. It's this witch hunt. It was basically 2020 all over again.
I thought the witch hunts were like back in like the 1300s.
But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it was crazy how, like, if I were to put one of her tweets up, if you can still call them that, and then put one of Trump's up, like, they would mirror each other. Like, or right now it would be a Gavin Newsom tweet and a Becky Lynch tweet. And again, we're not getting thing, but
Becky
it's just
Lynch
like
doesn't
that's
have
what they
grammatical
do.
errors.
Yeah. But I mean, she's just been like, and she's going after Jessica Carr, which I think that's probably going to be a feud too. I think they might end up putting Jessica Carr in the ring as a wrestler for at least one match. So, I mean, I'm really excited about where this is going.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to let Becky come out strong here.
Mm-hmm.
AJ got the win over Becky at WrestlePalooza. I think it goes the other way for this one. So that's my thoughts.
Grandmaster
On
totally
that one.
disagrees. Becky Lynch is unoriginal and boring and equals snoring.
Well,
That rhymes. Wow.
I will say, before she lost the title, I think that my wife and I talked about this. I think that I was not a fan of Becky. I didn't think Becky was doing a lot of strong character work. So what I'm saying here is, since losing, I like the direction of the character. I like this online kind of, going out there and pointing the finger at everybody else that this was stolen. Like, she even uses the same verbiage, like this was stolen, it was rigged, all of this stuff. She's out there saying all of it, and I'm here for it. right? And I like Becky, and I want her character to evolve and move on, because what it was, yes, I agree. Grandmaster Soloist Becky Lynch, for the last, since WrestleMania, which has been since her return, has not been strong.
Yeah.
But I really do. And no originality. I mean, how original can you be? It's like almost everything's been done.
Yeah.
And done to death. It's just doing it. You just got to do it a little bit different than the person.
It's like
that did it
music.
last. Yeah, but I like this Donald Trump-esque online version of Becky Lynch. I really do. I think it's great. I want to welcome to the show another DDPY warrior, the man, the myth, the legend that is George Fenmore. Welcome to the show, George.
Hey everybody, sorry I'm late. I overslept. It's been a week. Yeah.
It happens. Hey, I said I was going to wake up at 5:30 this morning so that I could do a little extra prep on the show, and I woke up at 5:15 and I went, screw that.
Don't worry.
I want that extra 45 minutes, so I slept till 6.
This is the first time within the past week that I haven't slept until 9.
Yeah,
If it makes you feel any better, I completely forgot altogether when I first woke up, and my wife is like, "I think if a podcast supposed to be on." I'm like, "Oh, beep."
Oh, beep.
Oh, beep. I like the self-censor. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. All right. Well, we are in the middle. First of all, George, I want to get your thoughts because we already talked about this. George, what is your prediction for Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella, the masterpiece that will be Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella?
I think there's gonna be a few widow's kisses for Nikki. That's all I gotta say about that.
George, what's the over-under for Nikki Bella botches in this matchup?
I don't know. Let's see, 32, 57. I don't know. You name it. I hate Nikki Bella. My daughter loves her. I can't stand her. So there's that. And I'm getting the bird right now because I woke her up for this too.
Oh, the daughter chiming in with her finger. That's nice.
That sounds wrong.
It does, doesn't it? Benny, let's get back to the women's war game matchup. Well, tell me your prediction, and if you can, maybe tell me what you think the end result, like how will this match come to an end like I did. Benny, take it away.
I think I'm going with the baby faces, and I am specifically going with AJ pinning Becky and throwing more gasoline on their feud, because I think it's got a lot more, there's a lot more money in that feud. So I would think that Becky winning would kind of damper it a bit. I do think that there'll be a very strong showing by Rhea Ripley, because she's been out of the title picture for a bit. And I'm not saying this is going to get her back into it, but I think she needs to be very dominant. And I think on the heel side, I really think you're going to see Lash Legend get elevated. I think there's a reason why she was included in the heel team. I think they're going to put a very strong emphasis on her performance. But I'm going with the baby faces.
All right. Hey, that works. So far, Jennifer, our resident expert, is picking the baby faces. Benny's picking the baby faces.
Based on a card pick.
And the Sims have picked the heels. So the tiebreaker for this one is going down to Mr. Fenmore. So let's get back over to the Fenmores and let's see what their thoughts are on the women's War Games match.
On the women's War Game match, in my opinion, it's like I agree with completely with what he said a couple minutes ago. AJ Lee is going to pin Becky. It's the only way you could do to set up for their single feud that they have going on, because eventually it's got to lead to that. I do also agree that Lash Legend is going to get way elevated in this match, and maybe we'll get another I Trust trash can from EO, because that's just great.
Right, that is fun.
You've already posted on a thing saying she's doing trash can tonight on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
What's your daughter's prediction?
AJ, of course.
Of course. Sorry.
Of
Sorry.
course.
My bad. I didn't know that was the obvious choice.
There's no other
because
choice.
I didn't pick it. All right. So there it is. So
yeah,
it's a sweep for Stephanie Vaquer, And now we've got 3-2, the baby faces over the heels in the women's war game matchup. So it's going to be interesting when we watch the show tonight to see who comes out on top. We are not giving away any prizes today. Just putting that out there. With Christmas coming, I've given away a couple of prizes already in the last few weeks, and so we don't have any more money to spend on prizes this week. But,
I'd win. I would have won anyways, so.
But we want to wish PCW's very own Sin, who came on the show and did a fantastic job. We hope you're enjoying your Positively Pat Sims hat, as well as Ashton Harris, who won last week's Squared Circle game show that we played.
Oh,
that was so much fun.
I thought you were describing an
and
item.
he also won a Positively Pat Sims hat, and he should be getting that within the next couple of days. So I'm super happy that we were able to do that for them. But and we are going to be playing more game shows and giving away more stuff, but after the holidays. We still have more gifts to get. All right, yes, sing it, Seth.
Oh.
Yeah, now that you're on the spot, you won't do it.
I was literally just saying that one line. I wasn't expecting to have
Grandmaster
to do more.
Sola says, tonight's Survivor Series will have the most fans in attendance ever of over 41,000. So I'm guessing in attendance ever for a Survivor Series, which is mostly due to it being John Cena's second to last match. John Cena is amazing draw. Well, goodness, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of John Cena.
The man who took out... Hold on.
What are you doing?
I have to get to his name. Brock Lesnar.
Oh. Okay, so that, guys, if you watched Raw, you would have seen Brock Lesnar slip and fall backwards while making his entrance, and there was a meme that came up where it said, unbelievable, John Cena suplexes Brock Lesnar during his entrance. And it took me a minute to actually realize it's because you can't see John Cena. And that, it was funny once you realized how stupid it was for not realizing what it meant.
There are so many videos making fun of that. It's insane.
There was a good Sub-Zero one for that, too.
Oh, yeah. That was the one that you showed me where he threw down the ice.
Well, what I really like about the moment is Brock laughed harder after falling than anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, just gets up and he's just like, yeah, this kind of stuff happens. Mm-hmm. And he laughed at it. And then they go back and check out the spot where he fell on the way back.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
It's really slippery.
Like, Brock's one of those guys that the more I hear about him, like, I really want all the bad stuff I hear to not be true. Because I really like Brock, like especially nowadays, on WWE TV. But, sometimes the truth hurts. But we'll see what happens with all that stuff. But I would think WWE wouldn't have brought him back if there was that much incriminating evidence against the guy. So, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship.
Where's John Cena? I only see Dominic.
Well, if you look at at the iPad, you'll... Oh, never mind. Why? Why are the "you can't see me" jokes going over my head? It's not this to me.
It's because you can't see it.
Saturday morning, that's why.
Right.
Yep.
Here on SoCal, where it's
and I had my coffee.
8. Well, I have it. I've taken a couple sips of it.
Yeah, but I had my whole thing.
All right, so John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. John winning the Intercontinental title in Boston at the Boston Gardens for Raw. And what was a pretty cool moment that made John Cena a Grand Slam champion, meaning he's won basically all the titles. And it was a good little moment there. Here's the question. When we get to our predictions that I want everybody to kind of answer here, is, does John Cena lose the title before his last match? Does John Cena hold the title until his last match? Does John Cena keep the Intercontinental title and go out the champ? Which is usually not done in professional wrestling. So it's going to be interesting. I think either way you go here works, but I think you got to keep John Cena strong heading into December for Saturday night's main event for that final match. Cena's taken enough losses during his farewell tour. And so, George, I want to start with you. Give me your thoughts, first of all, on John Cena's farewell tour, and then the build-up and what's happening with this match. Preview this match for us as well for me.
So for Cena's tour, I will say it started off really strong with the whole heel turn and everything. But then when we had The Rock couldn't commit to dates, and they basically had the whole storyline flounder, and Cena trying to recover it himself, but there was just no recovery. But he was smart enough to pivot, listen to the fans, and switch back to face, which I thought was phenomenal. But like you said, he's had like what, 2 losses or 3 losses during this this whole end thing here. And then I know it's his retirement tour, so you figure his last one he's probably gonna lose to, depending on who he fights. So yeah, as far as losing to Dominic, I mean Dominic could definitely use the rub from beating Cena. But at the same, and Cena has no problem obviously with putting over younger talent on his way out. So I could see that. At the same token, I also can see that maybe they're sending this to have the Intercontinental title for that farewell match just to give it a little more hype. And they're going to be in Washington D.C. for that on the 13th. So we still don't know who he's fighting, but it looks like he's either going to be Jey Uso or Gunther at this point if you're paying attention to the bracket. So I'll go with Cena on this one, but I'm not too sure about my answer.
Right.
I'm gonna go Dominic, just because Dominic likes to cheat.
That's true too. Dominic does like to cheat. He has Judgment Day and the Americanos.
Yep. So I think he's gonna cheat, and that's how he's gonna win.
We have It's Super Cena we're talking about though.
Yeah, but still, Super Cena can't always beat cheating.
Hey, wait a minute. We're over here. She kept looking at you, George. I'm like, we're over here. And Seth, I think, Seth, when you give your answer, you need to give it like she did. You need to be stroking. You need to be stroking your hair, and just look at me as you look at me. Just stroke your hair.
I can't stroke my. I have headphones on. I'd be stroking my headphones.
Whatever you got to do, bro. All right, Benny, talk to me. Tell me about what you think about this matchup.
Do you want the prediction or you just want the build?
Both.
Give me both. First of all, John Cena's retirement tour, this match in particular, and then where you think this one's gonna go.
I've enjoyed John Cena's retirement tour immensely. Even the heel turn, the turn back to babyface, the matches along the way, his promos. I really enjoyed it. There wasn't much of a build for this match per se, but I don't think you really needed one. I'm glad he won the title. I'm glad he's a Grand Slam champion. I have to publicly, I believe on a couple of my podcasts a couple of years ago, I disrespected Dominic Mysterio. And I said that if Ray wasn't his dad, he'd be working at Sam's Club. And I got to walk that one back because that kid, has really stepped his game up. And you can tell how hard he's worked to hone his craft. He is a superb performer and an excellent heel. I have all the respect in the world for him. He's really elevated his game. And I think when Cena's title win was his last victory. I think that he is going to lose back to Dominic. And I agree that there's going to be a lot of shenanigans involved. It's not going to be a clean loss, middle of the ring kind of thing. But he will lose, and he will also lose to Gunther in his final match.
All right, so we got multiple Gunther things here. I think Gunther's. I'll be honest. I don't like the Gunther match with Cena as the retirement thing. I really don't.
It could be Jey Uso as well. That's another choice.
LA Knight's still in it.
Yeah.
True.
If I'm going to pick who's still in the bracket, who's still in the tournaments, I like LA Knight. I'm an LA Knight fan. I would like to see him get that rub and get him back into that main event picture. Yeah. I think he's earned it. He deserves it. I think he's got what it takes to be there. I don't know. Does Gunther need to beat John Cena? I mean, Gunther beat Goldberg in his retirement match, and now it feels like if we're going the Gunther route, it feels like treading water at this point. Mm-hmm. It doesn't Gunther beating Cena, whether it's for the Intercontinental title or not, to me it doesn't feel like it does anything for anybody. Doesn't send John Cena out by putting over and getting somebody to the next level because Gunther's already been there. LA Knight's been in the main event picture like for a drop in the hat. He got one match against Roman Reigns, and that was basically it. And a win over.
But I guess it also depends on if the IC belt's on the line or not, too.
Right. Exactly.
Because the IC belt might be like a downgrade for LA Knight. Well, actually, he was U.S. champ, wasn't he?
He was.
So I guess maybe
yeah.
putting the IC belt on him wasn't be bad.
I mean, the same thing. You say the same thing for Jey Uso. You know, he was just the world champ.
He was the Intercontinental champ too. He beat Gunther for it.
Right. No, I get that. I just mean like if you're talking downgrade, like.
Oh yeah.
LA Knight's never won the title. He's never won the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like there really isn't a downgrade for LA Knight if he were to win the Intercontinental title, whereas Gunther was Intercontinental champ going into WrestleMania 40, and then he was the World Heavyweight champ going into 41. So it's just. I don't know. I just don't think Gunther's the right. To me personally, I don't think Gunther's the right choice to beat, and I also don't think Jey Uso is either. I think Jey Uso has got some work to do. I like the character work that Jey Uso is doing, but to me, he's not there yet. I like this tweener Jey Uso that's like on the verge, on the cusp of going heel, and maybe that happens tonight. I don't know.
There were rumors about that. I don't know how accurate they are, but there were rumors about that.
Right. Matt Cardona and Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler, were teased in Cena's pipe bomb to be in the tournament, which they were. They were in the tournament. Unfortunately, didn't do much. Ziggler sold his butt off for Solo Sikoa in a very, very good tournament matchup, and it was really cool to see Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona. It was a really cool moment to see, but you knew, again, they were put in kind of situations where you knew they weren't going over. I didn't think Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, whatever you want to call him, was going to be LA Knight, and I thought Ziggler had the most hope to beat Solo, but Solo's coming back up. His star is rising back up again. In the tradition of passing the torch to whom they all consider the best wrestler for the future, who arguably is Gunther, many wrestlers leaving in a year from now, Roman, Punk, Cena, and more. Is Grandmaster Solus Universal? Did he hide away? And
did he?
Well, I'm just wondering because it kind of familiar sounding in a sense.
It is, but I feel like Universal was more like guarantee.
Yeah, that's true.
He was more like, oh, this is. He's right. More like, I mean, unless Universal decided to act more like a normal person.
And I think I could argue, I could probably make an argument against Gunther.
Yeah.
Like, I like Gunther, don't get me wrong. But, like, he's a very hard-hitting style. He's the least pretty in that ring. Like, if you want to say, like, when he does moves, they look like they hurt. They just don't look clean.
Yeah.
Right? When he hits you with something, it's you wince because A, it looks bad, and B, it looks painful. So, all right, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Let's get your expert opinion. How are we picking the winner of this matchup that's unique?
So I'm learning a lot listening to you guys.
That's what we want in this show. We want people
right?
to learn.
It's an educational show.
Right. It's a master class.
So from a business standpoint,
Right.
I think Cena has to lose the next two.
Okay.
Because you've got to have an audience kind of wanting some kind of redemption after his retirement, some kind of comeback from someone on his side. And if he goes out a winner, you know, who's gonna vie to defeat him, right? So he can't go out the ultimate winner. So I think he's got to lose both.
Okay.
I think you got to kind of get people riled up and ready for some payback later on after he retires. And I also think that Hollywood is like bracing themselves because now this guy's going to try out for more roles and stuff. And I think that we're certainly not going to see the last of him as he stepped into the Hollywood limelight, out of the ring and into the studio type of thing. So I just think that there's got to be a way for people to want to keep following him
Right.
after this.
Right. So you're saying Cena loses tonight to Dominic, and he loses
Yes.
the title as well?
Yeah, but don't ask me who. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I always ask because you can lose the match and retain the title. If you lose by count out or disqualification, you keep the title. So you're saying Cena's going to lose the title tonight to Dominic.
Yes.
All right, Seth, your thoughts?
I think my strategy might sound weird or extremely unpopular, but I think WWE should have John Cena win this match and make it almost look easy, not to put down Dominic, but to make it look like John Cena's like actually like the Intercontinental Champion. Then when we get to his final match, it feels more like John Cena will decide whether his final match, like the person he's facing, is worthy or not. And if he's worthy, he'll just lend the title over by the end of the match. And if he's not, he'll win that final match, and then he'll hand the Intercontinental Championship over to the person that probably the crowd believes is worthy enough for it.
And so you kind of bring up a point that this is why I think whoever's going to face John at Saturday night's main event, why I think a babyface is a good decision, right? Gunther going into Goldberg's final match was world heavyweight champion. He defends the championship, beats Goldberg, leaves the ring. Goldberg has his moment. And I think in this one, just the way John Cena's been acting since announcing the tournament and the way he wants to promote the younger talent and all this stuff, I think whoever faces John, I'm in agreement that John needs to go out the way that you go out in this business. You go out on your back. You go up looking up at the lights. And I think in that moment, John Cena then recognizes the one who beats him. He hands over the title, does his thing, and passes the torch to the next generation. Now, whether that's Jey Uso, LA Knight, maybe we have tournament shenanigans along the way. You never know. Just another way for me to get that word in. I like the word shenanigans. There's always the rumors of Chris Jericho returning, but then again, why would you pass the torch to a guy that's older than you?
Yeah.
So that doesn't work.
I feel like that's an awful idea, because then it's just going to be like, yeah, my turn to retire, and it's just passing on the retirement torch.
Right.
I could see
Hey,
Jericho
guys,
costing him
I
the
gotta
match.
go, guys.
Oh.
Sorry, George. I gotta go, guys.
All right,
I had
Jennifer.
loved hanging out with you guys this morning. This has been totally fun to be the deer in headlights.
Yes.
But sometimes beginner's luck. So I'm gonna watch and see what happens.
Well,
tonight. I appreciate you.
real quick before you jump off, who's winning the
Yeah.
men's War Games match? The babyface team or the heel team?
The babyface team, because you can't have John Cena lose and the babyface team lose on the men's side.
Okay. All right. There you go. We've got Jennifer's picks for
Jen.
today.
See you guys.
See you, Jennifer.
Thanks.
Thank you for jumping on.
You got it.
All right, George, you were saying.
What were we talking about into that? Because again, I just woke up a little while ago. My brain's not right now.
So we were talking about John Cena and kind of his final matchup. Like I had mentioned, like a babyface.
Oh, the Chris Jericho. Okay.
And I mentioned the Chris Jericho thing.
Could cost him. I was saying Jericho could end up just not being the one he fights, but comes out and cost him the belt. Maybe Jericho stands behind one of those other talents to elevate them. So that's something else that could happen.
I think so. My prediction for this matchup is I'm picking Cena.
Mhm.
I'm picking Cena to retain, and I think that we do get shenanigans in this matchup in the form of Judgment Day and also Rey Mysterio.
Ooh.
I think because Rey came out to help John a couple weeks ago on Raw. We're building this feud once again between Dominic and Rey. Also, there's always been this underlying tension between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, so that could play an impact on today. I think right now, I think John wins, and I think whatever happens with Dom and the shenanigans continues on in the storyline to keep Dom moving forward with either Finn or Rey, and you never know. Maybe we also get a return of Liv Morgan. You never know.
Yeah. With all the shenanigans
Again,
talk,
crazier
I just came up with
things have happened.
with all this shenanigans talk, I don't know why just saying shenanigans over and over again gave me like a product idea. Shenanigans.
Yeah, moving on. I thought you were going to say it was going to like remind you of Seamus or something like that because it has a very kind of Celtic sound
that works
to
too.
it. Shenanigans, shillelagh.
Shenanigans.
All right, so that's our
That's my next.
predictions
I'm coming
here.
up with that.
We've
Trademark.
got some Dominic Mysterio predictors. We've got some John Cena predictors. We're over here. Every time the camera pans, she's. All right, guys. Let's move on to the final match that we're going to talk about, with the one that I think is going to be the main event of tonight's show. I personally think the women War Game should main event, but this one will. This one overall, I think, has the star power of a main event matchup, and I'm talking about the men's War Games matchup. I mean, you've got the WWE champion Cody Rhodes. You've got the World Heavyweight champion CM Punk. You've got the original tribal chief Roman Reigns. You've got the Usos. And on the other side, we've got the Beast Brock Lesnar. We've got Drew McIntyre. The Vision, which apparently now involves Logan Paul, which if that's the case, I'm all for that. You've got Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and of course at their side, being ever entertaining as always, will be Paul Heyman. And I am excited about this matchup. But before we get to your guys' predictions and your preview of it, the one thing I'm going to say, very similar to what I said with Charlotte, is I felt that there were some things rushed about this match. In particular, the inclusion of Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns on the same night. All right. There is something to be said for a Madison Square Garden show needing to feel big, needing to feel huge. You had John Cena's last time there. It was a much hyped, much produced show. However, again, they're feeding you a buffet at one time instead of one course at a time. And the return of Brock should have been the return of Brock and make you think that everything's now on the heel's advantage. Then the next week, that's when you bring out the OTC Roman Reigns to level the playing field. But they did it in the same night within just a few minutes. Brock comes out, they do the old, oh, show's over, here's the credits, and then here comes Roman Reigns. It just felt rushed. I said the same thing for Charlotte, and if I'm going to say the same thing for Charlotte, I got to be even across the board. I got to treat the men the same way. So you guys, I want to get your thoughts on what you think about that. Did you think that was rushed? And what do you think of the build for this one? George, go ahead. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I think it was very rushed, but it still worked out. But again,
Yeah.
It was very, very rushed. I think some of it has to do with you have two people in there that are part-time, with Roman having all that movie career success, and then obviously with his leukemia and his part-time schedule.
Yeah.
And then you have Lesnar, who's always just part-time anymore. So that ended up being the day they probably get them all together. But yeah, it felt really, 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 really rushed. Because you didn't even give Brock a moment because Roman overshadowed that. So
Right.
maybe that was done intentionally because of all the other legal stuff going on or past. I don't know if it's over or not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. I mean, and because it was all done on that one show, like everything was finalized 2 weeks ahead of Survivor Series. So the Raw and SmackDown this week didn't feel like must-see television. It just didn't. I didn't feel like I had to watch Raw or SmackDown because any match they would announce was going to be filler. It wasn't going to be anything overly important. The women's tag team champions are in the War Games match. They very rarely ever feature the men's tag team championship on PLEs. And so I'm like, why do I need to watch the TV shows? And if I don't, the PLE is going to recap it pretty well anyway. So it's like they forgot the importance of the cliffhanger. Like the Attitude Era, for all of its faults, and there were many, the Attitude Era understood the importance of leaving you hanging because that way you had to watch next week. Right? I choppy you pee-pee.
That's what I was going to say. Do you remember the Val Venus?
Yes. Yes. That was...
And then they end the show like that, and then I'm like, you wait, you finally get to next week, and they don't even start with that. It was like, give me a break.
Right. And you could only pull that off before the internet.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that now. I mean, you couldn't do that now for a lot of reasons, but like you couldn't do that kind of thing now because you'd have to follow it up immediately on there. Yeah. So they understood it was an episodic television show. You got to go from one show to the next. If you don't make the next show must see, why do I need to see it? So, Benny, I want to get your thoughts on all this. What do you think?
I agree it was rushed, but I think it's kind of a necessary evil just given the evolution of the WWE. Because remember back in the day, all you had was those 4 major pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So after every one of them, you could do the reset. Once you did WrestleMania, then you could do the reset for SummerSlam, and then Survivor Series and Royal Rumble.
Right.
Now there's so much content that they're constantly rebooting from one PLE to the next. You got 12 of them maybe.
Yep.
So there really isn't the time for the build, I think. But I think even with all that being considered, I think they did a very good job in fast tracking. I love the interaction between Reigns, Punk, and
Cody.
And, Cody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was good.
I think, Reigns, especially walking off Raw when he said, I'm going for the belt. And they said, which one of us you're talking about? And he kind of muttered, I think, I'll let you guys figure that out.
Right.
I mean, that intrigue, that was perfect, I thought.
Yep. And the best part about that for me was I think most people, and not everybody, but I think most people would say that the number one title is the WWE title. It's always kind of presented as being the top title in the company. And the World Heavyweight Championship has been number 2. I think that Punk alone has kind of elevated the World Heavyweight Championship a little bit. But Roman not committing to Cody and putting the World Heavyweight Championship in the conversation immediately elevated that title. And I think at the very minimum, I think both titles feel right now as equals, which is exactly how you want it to feel. Like, I remember thinking for the last couple WrestleManias that the World Heavyweight Champion, which night was it going to open the show? Mm-hmm. And it did. The World Heavyweight Championship opened the show for night 1 at WrestleMania 42 and opened the show for night 2 at WrestleMania 41 and opened the show on night 2 for WrestleMania 40. The WWE title was the main event, and Roman Reigns was what made it the main event. Mm-hmm. And then you add the story of, Cody Rhodes and everything, it elevated it. But I think right now we're where we want to be, where you want those titles to feel as though they're equals. I apologize that I'm disagreeing with you guys today. I thought women's buildup was bad. I thought men's was awesome. John winning, then losing to Gunther. Don't care about Vaquer or Becky. Hey, you know what? You don't have to ever apologize. I don't ever want my fans apologizing.
The whole point is to
disagreeing.
The whole point is to have people with different opinions.
Right. You want
we
dialogue,
want different opinions.
Right. You want.
We don't need people to agree with
my
us.
thing is, I don't care if you disagree. It's how you disagree. Right. If you're a jerk about it, then
we'll be joking about
that's
you.
when we bring this. That's when the sarcasm comes out.
Yeah,
that's
when we start talking about all the weird stuff around things.
Hassan, was that HT Gamer?
Yep.
What's up, sir? Welcome
Hello.
to the Positively Pat Sim show. Good to have you on here. No, we appreciate conversation. We really do. Whether it's here in person in the live chat. We haven't agreed on predictions. We haven't agreed with previews and stuff. That's cool. I like hearing a different perspective on wrestling because I can be very stubborn when it comes to professional wrestling, especially because I grew up during the golden era. I grew up during the Hulkamania era, and I have a tendency to want to go backwards. And sometimes I forget that wrestling needs to go in a younger direction. It needs to move forward. That Seth is more the target audience than I should ever be. WWE should be targeting people like Seth, not 45-year-olds like me. I say the same thing for Star Wars or anything like that.
Yeah.
Stop catering to me.
I feel like they're trying to do that, but they're also like stuck in between. Like they're trying to make my generation the target audience, but they're also in the mix of fitting everyone else in as well,
which is great. To be fair, I mean, a lot of the stars are closer to my age, than yours. And when I was your age, the stars were closer to my age, at least in WWE. WCW was another story.
Yeah,
but for when I was your age, the stars were in their 20s, maybe early 30s. Now the stars are in their 40s. CM Punk, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Those are all 5 of those guys. LA Knight. All 6 of those guys.
Yeah.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, I forgot about Randy. Yeah.
It's like Star Wars now trying to like keep the old style, but also bring in all the Star Wars rogues animated characters into the live action stuff.
And I get that, like, entertainment's a little bit different because you don't want to throw out the book and completely changed the mythos and everything, which is where Star Wars gets in trouble. With WWE, it's a little bit different because changing things is good, but you have to make sure that you're paying attention to your audience and making sure that the things you're changing, you're keeping the stuff that works and you're slowly fading out the stuff that doesn't. Case in point, John Cena's farewell tour. The heel turn was a moment that will live forever.
Yeah.
The follow-up to the heel turn, I felt, was a disappointment.
I could totally forget everything that happened after the heel turn. The heel turn itself was beautiful.
Right. 100%. That's why I've got it in the opening video of the show. It was a moment. But no Rock anywhere to be seen afterwards doesn't help.
Yeah.
I thought John Cena, why couldn't we still have Super Cena as a heel? Like, that would have worked perfectly as a heel, but instead he was a pansy that was really good on the mic still.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. But again, that's my personal opinion. I'm glad that they shifted back, that he's ending his career as a babyface as he should have. And I think there's a lot of people that think that the heel turn should never have happened in the first place.
It was like it was like their most recent Megamind movie. We're like, oh my gosh, they're making another Megamind. What is this?
Oh, yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
That's what it feels like.
All right, guys, let's get into the predictions for this matchup.
Yep.
Who do you think's winning? Who's going to win it for their team? And why? George, let's start with you. What team is winning? Who's winning it for them? And why?
So there's rumors going on, and I don't know how much you want me to address them or not, but there is stuff with a possible bloodline rumor. Have you seen it, Pat?
No. I haven't been online much this week. I've been too busy working on on my stuff.
And I stress rumor because I don't know how true this is or whatever, right? So take this with a big grain of salt.
Okay.
But the big rumor is that the bloodline basically cost the other two the match. They like walk out and they go back to being the OG bloodline as a heel faction once again. Now, how much that's true, I don't know. And the caveat to this is that also now instead of Roman being the top thing, Roman would fall back to more like a mentor type role, and Jay would be the new tribal chief, and they would have him beat Cena and go on that direction because some fans are slowly turning on Jay, and it's their way of doing his heel turn type thing. So I could see it, but I don't really want it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I would rather have the bloodline and CM Punk and Rhodes defeat Division, but I would like to have some kind of like controversy that sets up future matches, because I have a feeling that like Roman's already putting hints in there, and there's a few other things in there. Obviously, right? You got Lesnar's back in there, and Cody just got all the promos like, "Who beat you last?" It was me. So you got stuff with that there. Punk and Roman, Punk and Lesnar, Punk and Brock. There's so much stuff that they can do with it and lead on to it. So I'm going with baby faces.
Okay. All right. I want to bring up Grandmaster Sullis. My prediction is Randy Orton interferes, costs the faces the match. Orton doesn't turn heel, but costs them the match, continuing his tease of a heel turn, but not doing the full turn. I just want to address. We'll get to you. Don't worry. I see you. But I don't like the idea of bringing back the bloodline, the OG bloodline. I just don't. I think it's.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of a Jey Uso heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman's a tweener, and I think he needs to stay that. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's out for himself. And that's how Stone Cold was. Stone Cold wasn't really a good guy or a bad guy. He was selfish, like don't trust anybody. And that's what Roman is and what he needs to be. All right, what are your thoughts there? What's your predictions?
I think that the babyface is gonna win just because of the fact that Logan Paul likes to go for just himself, and I think he's going to screw over everyone in the team, and that they're gonna turn on him.
Oh, they're gonna turn
I
on.
didn't think about that one.
So he does something selfish, and that's and they turn on him. Because as I say, I don't think you want to take Paul out of the heel. I don't think you want to try to make him a face. They tried that, and it did not work.
Mm-mm.
And Logan Paul is really good at being the bad guy. And I think if you want to take that to the next level, bring in Jake. Bring in Jake Paul to be his manager, to join him out there. And I think you have the most despicable duo.
Mm-hmm. And
in
Mike Tyson.
history.
Mike Tyson joins Cody Rhodes.
Mike Tyson, Cody Rhodes, Cold Stone. So all right. So you think that Logan in some way, shape, or form is going to get turned on in this matchup? I'm sorry. Is that going to cost the heels the match?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So how does this end? Who's beating who?
I think that at the end, Brock's gonna beat the crap out of Logan, and then Roman's gonna come in and finish off Brock.
So Roman wins it for his team over Brock. Bold prediction. Bold prediction. All right, Benny, your turn. Give us your predictions, your thoughts on the men's War Games matchup.
Man, there's so many dynamics here. I mean, it's so hard to predict anything, but
Yeah.
I do think that Randy Orton comes back, and I do think he cost the babyfaces the match. I think, just like I said that Lash Legend would get elevated in the women's match, I do believe that Braun Breaker is going to get elevated in this match. I think he's going to pin Jey Uso to win it for the heels, and I think Jey taking a loss, I think, is going to fuel a possible heel turn for him.
Yep.
But I think that Roman Reigns, he's been very underwhelming, I think, since his return. He was the champion for it was 3.5 years, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think 1,316 days, and he hasn't sniffed a title shot or anything. I think he needs to go back into the main event title picture. And I think that's what's going to happen after this. Now, who it's going to be against, we don't know. But I like this. I mean, there's a lot of intrigue here. But I do see the heels winning this match.
All right. Grandmaster Solis did mention something that the heels did kind of turn on Logan already. When Raw went off the air, they made a play like they were all going to jump in the ring and fight it out. But Logan went in, the rest didn't, and they left Logan to take the beating. So maybe a little off air. It could have just been for fun for the crowd, but you have to know that this stuff gets out nowadays. Like I said, the internet plays a huge role. So that could be a huge factor in tonight's show. Seth, your predictions for this matchup?
I feel like that kind of follows what I was going to say. I feel like this is going to end up being closer to a 4 heels versus 5 baby faces. And Logan is kind of just going to stand on the side and let the rest of them kind of take him out. And when it gets to the point where, it's possible for there to be a winner, Logan is going to come in and take all the glory and be the winning.
Like he does.
He's going to be the decision maker of the match. It's whether Logan is able to take out this final person or if he's going to be taken out himself. I feel like that's what this is going to be.
All right, so who wins?
I think Logan does get the pin.
Okay, you actually think it's going to be Logan getting the pin for the heel team.
Yep.
I mean, bold prediction again. So my thoughts here is I feel like I pick the women's heel team to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I usually, and I'm doing it again here, reverse that for the other one. So if I
Yeah.
pick heels on one, I usually pick baby faces on the other. But here, my reasoning is I don't think Brock takes the pin. I think Brock needs to stay strong. I think if anybody takes the pin, it will be Logan. I don't think it'll be Drew because I think Drew also needs to stay a little bit strong. Logan can take that pin and still be a despicable heel, just like Dominic Mysterio can take a pin and still not lose heat.
Yeah.
Right? They're kind of on that same kind of playing field. But here's the thing. I think Roman, Punk, and Rhodes, that's the story coming out of this. And so I think Roman going over, Roman getting the pin sets up a very intriguing story between the three, because now Roman can make claim that he won War Games, that he's earned his title shot, and now he's going to maybe, hopefully we get a little bit of a storyline here.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman's going to leave him hanging on who he wants to face.
Yeah.
And maybe you get the GMs jumping in and vying for Roman to challenge their champion. Right? I think there's a lot of intriguing storylines in this scenario. I don't want to see too many turns here. If it's going to be the team turning on Logan, that's it. If it's going to be a problem between the Usos, that's it. I don't want too much going on because War Games is already a lot as it is. I think it's going to be a hard-hitting matchup. I think it's going to be good, but I'm picking the baby faces to win, and Roman's going to get the pin, most likely on a Logan Paul, and maybe it's even because they allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Right? This, sacrifice Logan, maybe, but I think at the end of the night, something's going to happen that's going to shock the fans. I think either during that match or after. So Seth,
I feel like there's a couple of things though, because I feel like it won't come into play, but I feel like, the entire babyface team has had a problem with each and every one of them at some point. Like all of them have had problems with each other. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're all their own enemies in this case, pretty much, because there's no one that has really cooperated that much in this team.
No.
I feel like I don't think that's going to come into play as much as other people think. I feel like it's going to be more like their way of playing cooperates, but they just don't cooperate with each other like verbally.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be kind of like a silent match between them, and they're going to be arguing with the heels instead of themselves.
Right. It's like, even though I'm picking this team to win, the baby faces, I do not see at the end of this match all 5 of these guys raising each other's hands.
Yeah. No, it's not going to be your movie
no.
ending.
No, this is not going to be a kumbaya ending. They're not going to sit around the campfire singing,
campfire songs.
Yeah.
The CAMPFIRO.
Right, exactly.
SONG songs.
That's right.
Wait.
Or the friendship song.
I said O instead of E. That was weird.
Whatever.
Pharaoh songs. Pharaoh songs.
Spelling's overrated.
It is.
All right, guys.
That's what Donald Trump.
Before we sign out for today, I want to remind you
oh my gosh,
guys,
it's already been that long.
I told you it was going to be over before you knew it.
I know.
But
I feel like you said that 20 minutes ago.
We got through all 4 matches. Before we go, I want to remind you guys, we are into the holiday season, which means we have our Positively Pat Sims ceramic ornaments for sale at positivelypatsims.printful.me. And they are $8 a piece, and they come in circle, heart, snowflake, and star.
Simple shapes, guys. Simple
We
shapes.
have ours, and I'm going to show you actually what they look like in real life. They are exactly, and this is rare, that you get something exactly how it looks on a website. There is our Positively Pat Sims ornament. This is our Warriors Unleashed snowflake ornament. Beautiful. And this weekend, tomorrow, in fact, they will be going up on our tree. So if you order them today, you will get them in plenty of time to put them up wherever you want to put them for the holidays. It's a great gift. And you can go over there, and there's tons of stuff. We've got T-shirts. We've got teddy bears, yoga mats. I just got my Warriors Unleashed yoga mat the other day, and I am loving it. It is fantastic. I love the fabric, the way it feels. It grips. It's the perfect yoga mat for me. And so, yeah, it's really, really cool. Grandmaster Sullis, first time ever at Survivor Series. So Grandmaster's going to be at Survivor Series.
No, he's saying the first time ever that Survivor Series has sold out.
Oh, well, not sold out, but that many people. A sold-out show, 44,000 people. I thought Grandmaster was saying this was his first Survivor Series, because that'd be cool. That means Grandmaster is just an hour away from us, as we are here in Irvine, and Survivor Series is taking place in San Diego. But guys, please subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Make sure you save WANT Radio. You can listen to them via Live 365, or you can go to wantradio.com, and they are available 24/7. My buddy Benny has his shows on there. They're all worth checking out, and I'll let him plug his shows here in just a minute. But subscribe here, because we got a lot of great stuff coming your way. The Positively Pat Sims show, all about pro wrestling, is going to stay right where it is. Warriors Unleashed has changed time slots to 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern every Friday night. And coming next year, which is just in a few weeks, we're going to be retooling Honest Reviews into Positively Pat Sims at the Movies. It's a slight change in title, but it's a big change in format. And we're also introducing a fourth show, as we are a variety page. The original Positively Pat Sims radio program was a variety show, which is why it was 4 hours. Now it's 2. But we're staying focused. Each show has its own thing, its own theme.
Its own thing.
Yeah, its own theme, its own topic. And so we're starting a fourth show that my youngest son's probably very excited about. And it's called Game Night with Positively Pat Sims. And we're going to be playing all kinds of games. It's going to be so much fun. Video games, mobile games.
Will we be playing 20 guys?
No, the VR stuff's a little bit too tough. But we are going to be doing a lot of old school games too. I just got every old Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega game on my computer. We're going to be playing old stuff, new stuff. We're going to be playing mobile games, all that kind of stuff. And it's a lot of fun.
I was going to say we also have all those on the Switch, but then I'm like, it's near impossible to record on the Switch with all the restrictions.
We're not doing that.
We don't want to get a ban from Switch. Please.
Yep. Did you guys like Little Cena? That's our last question before everyone gets to plug their stuff. My answer is don't care.
I don't even know what Little Cena is. I don't even know.
It felt very Vince McMahon, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, that was a midget that was being Cena on Raw. That's what you missed. That's what that was. It was stupid.
Right. Yeah. I saw highlights of it. It was again, it was very Vince. It was.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Shawn Michaels and Triple H, DX, bringing out the little Bret Hart after Survivor Series. That's what that felt like. And it was stupid then. So I don't think my opinion has changed that much since then. All right. Before we take off, Benny, let the Sims Nation know about your shows and what you got here on YouTube, as well as WANT and anywhere else. Take it away.
All right. Well, on Monday night is my True Crime with the Bad Girl, the Playa, and Dangerous Dave, which is broadcast on my YouTube channel, the Playa Entertainment Network at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and also simultaneously broadcast on WANT on Wednesday at 7 Eastern is When It Was Real, my wrestling podcast. And then Sunday at 3 is my Benny the Jet radio show on WANT Radio.
Awesome. So make sure you check that out, guys. Is there anywhere where we can find your stuff on demand if we can't catch it live?
My podcasts are going to be on the Playa Entertainment Network. There's every single one of them is on there.
Okay, cool. Want to make sure. All right, George, anything you want to plug? Anything you got going on that you want people to know about?
My birthday's on Monday.
Well, happy birthday, George! Happy birthday!
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody get over and purchase something from the store and send it to George. We'll post his address all over the internet.
Yeah.
So that you guys can send him stuff.
Now I'm a DDPY level 2 instructor. I teach at a Spring Lake, North Carolina, and if you want to catch my stuff and you can't catch me in person, download the DDPY Now app, and you can find one of my workouts there.
That's right. That's right. You can. Not me though. I've recorded one in the PC and it never made it. Never got up. And it never will.
I recorded a second one at TU. The first one was a beginner. The second one I recorded at TU was advanced to extreme. Let's put it that way. And it was 30 minutes of torture. But I don't know if it's going to make the chopping block or not. I haven't heard back on it yet. But they're still doing stuff from Summit of last year right now. So I won't hear about it till the end of 2026. So
right.
We'll find out.
Seth,
I don't know if I made a chopping block or not.
Seth, what do you got? Anything?
Nothing.
You've got 2 shorts on your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, that's true. I got 2 shorts up. Like I said earlier, I have the short replying to the comment on Dad's video, and then the short merging with Dad's short of the comic.
And just in case you guys missed it,
by the way,
let's
both
replay
videos,
it.
One video is 1 second long, and the other one is 2 seconds long. So give me a lot of views.
So here, let's replay this for those that missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
It's a beautiful video.
That should go. See, that's what should go viral.
Yeah,
and become the biggest video ever.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, when
4,
45-year-olds get
6,
in on the young
7,
people memes,
8,
that's when you know they're over.
Yes,
because they will abandon them as soon as they see that.
If you don't like, if people don't like what a certain meme is, just have older people do it, and it's just wiped off the face of the planet.
Right. But it's funny.
No
My
longer
son,
funny.
My youngest, thought it was funny.
It was really funny.
He was all
it's
about it.
It's because you did it differently. You didn't stick with the regular 6-7.
That's right. That's right. I am unique. I am uniquely, positively Pat Sims. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here on the Positively Pat Sims show. I want to thank my special guest, Benny Scala, the Fenmores. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for not oversleeping all the way through the show. I want to thank my son Seth for being my co-host today. I had a lot of fun on today's Survivor Series War Games preview and prediction show. Let's see if our predictions are correct. If you guys want to leave any of your predictions, do so in the comments, and I'll be checking them out throughout the night. And I can't wait for Survivor Series. Check it out tonight on ESPN here in the United States and internationally on Netflix. That's going to do it for us here on the show. So let's close it out the way we always do. Ladies and gentlemen, take it easy. And if it's easy, what's that? What? Oh, yeah. Take it twice. So long, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next week. So long, everybody.
The lights are dim, but the room still hums with the echoes of laughter and the moments we spun. Every honest word is like a stone in a stream. It rippled, it lingered, it shaped our dream. And if you ever wonder where I'll be, look to the screen, I'll be there, you'll see. Goodbye to the faces that stayed in the glow. through cars.